Om Shanti and welcome to your own channel. And here today we're going to discuss about a very beautiful Vardhan, a blessing which God the Father, the point of light, the divine being gives to us through the medium of Brahma and through the university known as Prajapita Brahmakumaris, godly spiritual university, where every day we get to hear these blessings and through the spiritual study, and we get to make ourselves more powerful and more stronger to face the difficulties of this world. So, in today's blessing, Baba says, may you be an image that grants blessings and is specially loved by everyone. We go in front of the deities, we go in front of the different murtis, the different powerful beings whom we recognize as deities, Devi Devtas, and we ask for blessings from them, right? But here, God the Father says that you yourself can become an image that grants those blessings because the creator of even those deities is God the Father Himself. So, God the Father Himself reminds us that I am the creator of deities. Deities are not the supreme God the Father, they were my creation, God the Father says. So, if deities were His creation, then He can give us the knowledge and make us also like those divine beings. So Baba says, may you be an image that grants blessings and is specially loved by everyone because of your speciality. Now, what is that speciality? The speciality is the speciality of contentment, the biggest quality that one can have during this Kali Yuga, where every soul in every home is dissatisfied, is discontented, is unhappy. So, so because of your speciality of contentment and your greatness, so let's go into the details of this 21st day of blessings. Baba says, only those who remain always content with themselves, always being content with ourselves. See, everybody has got some qualities and everybody has got certain bad qualities. So we are content with those qualities. Are we always thinking about our good qualities, or are we always thinking about our bad qualities, or what we lack in us decides whether we are content or not? So Baba says in Brahmakumaris that always keep in mind or in smriti or in remembrance about your qualities. Forget about the bad qualities that you have. Give them to me because I'm going to keep on giving you this knowledge. I'm going to help you meditate on me and absorb all the good qualities in me till the time your bad qualities get subdued or they get destroyed. So, God the Father is the destroyer of the bad qualities in us. So now he says, only those who always remain content with themselves and with others can become specially loved deities. So, deities are those souls who are content with themselves and also content with others. They're the ones who are not always suppressing others by finding their faults, by looking at the worst qualities in them, or by complaining about why that person or why my child or why my family member is not good enough for me. So they are not always in ego or self pride or in low self esteem. They're always content with themselves because they're looking at everybody through the eyes of God the Father. They've learned through the practice of meditation how to look at everybody because their inner eye is getting clean. Just like we get them in the morning and we clean our eyes, right? So that we can see things correctly. We wear specs so that we can see things correctly. So God the Father gives us the right cleansing knowledge. Through that Amrit or through that knowledge, we cleanse our inner eye and we wear the right kind of spectacles of knowledge through which we can see the right things in others. And that makes us become somebody who's content with ourselves and also who's content with others. So call it the biggest virtue of all. Contentment is the biggest virtue of all. A donation, right? When you are content with others, you're not donating them anger or ego or jealousy, or you're not donating them with dissatisfaction or irritation. You're donating them with contentment, with a smile, with happiness, and they're happy with you, happy around you. So you're donating them what? Happiness. A speciality or a greatness. You can call it a speciality or a greatness. A soul who's content, who's not always seeking for more, who's not asking why am I not like this, why am I not like that person, or why don't I have to have so much of wealth like him or her, or why don't I have the looks of the physical features like that person or this person. they are beautiful inside because they've recognized that they are souls, and they're content, and they're looking for the inner beauty, no more the outer beauty, no more the outer wealth, but the inner wealth which God is giving us in Brahmakumaris. So, only contented souls are loved by God. Imagine. Because we are content, only then can we make the world content. Forget about the world right now. You can make yourself content and people around you content only when you're content. You're not complaining. You are not thinking about, oh, God has not given me the right things. God has not put the right person in my life. God has not given me the right children. God has not given me the right husband or the right wife. Or God has not put me in the right city. Because a soul which is not contented, Baba says, or God says, that soul cannot be loved by God, because that soul is not in the same frequency or the vibration as God is, and that soul cannot do any good for anybody else. So, if that soul can't do good for others because that soul is discontented, then how can God love that soul? So, loved by people, so that soul is also loved by people if you're loved by God, and loved by themselves. So, that soul can love themselves because their thoughts will be so pure and calm that you'll be able to love yourself, you'll be able to love your life, right? So if anybody says anything bad about you, you won't be affected by that because you're content with yourself, because you're following God's guidance or Shrimat, or the highest elevated guidance. Such contented souls are well known as souls who grant blessings. Yes. So if you are not content, how can you grant blessings? Now, in the final moments, even more than through the form of a great donor, more service will take place through the form of one who grants blessings. So, in regular life, also, somebody who's donating money, somebody who's donating clothes, somebody who's doing a lot of things. But if that soul is not contented, if that soul is giving out things, but they're not content when they're giving out things, because they're either looking for the people to praise them, or they're thinking, oh, have I given too much this time? Will people respect me for what I've given to them? Or if they're giving, but they know that the source through which they're getting it themselves is not the right means, that means they're not earning the money or the finances through the right means, then even though if they're giving to others, they will never feel contented themselves. So here on a spiritual basis, we might be serving, we might be going to Brahmakumaris, we might be serving, or we might be going to a spiritual institution, we might be putting our efforts through finances, through our physical body, and serving that institution. But if we are doing it to show it to others and to do it so that others can see that we are good enough, then we will never be contented from within. So even if we are doing something, it won't be seen by other people as energetic or powerful. So we won't become a divine being who's able to give a blessing through our pure intentions, through our pure karma, but they will see some lack in us. They will feel that we are doing it out of compulsion. So Baba says the biggest form of service or the biggest form of donation is what? Most service will take place through the form of one who grants blessings, the right form of blessings. So I leave you with this beautiful blessings. May you be content. May you be happy today. Om Shanti.